Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Potentially stop. I don't know how it works. That's why I had to line up 3 meetings at once. So here we are on this weird platform. I couldn't quite get to the Instagram going. I'm gonna have to run some tests on it where we do it. And I did actually today start a collection of weird faces that I've come across you while I'm jumping through frames doing the edits.
Yeah, you should do it. Like, cum faces, question mark. Oh yeah, maybe it's kind of like, we could do like a meme competition. Like, what was she thinking? What was he thinking?
Reactions.
Yes, agreed. I have to struggle. So let's just get right into it. Thanks for joining, everybody. We tried to get some amazing production value up for you on Instagram, but yeah, after about 4 hours of me pulling out non-existent hair, that shit's just not happening today. So hopefully next week we'll see what happens. But what is the deal? We're doing Netflix today. We're doing, I think we have a phone call. I don't know what's going on with this woman. I don't know what the fuck. Parental advisory in a full effect. Yeah, so we're also doing what I said. I don't know what I said. I'm all over the place today. My brain's fried.
Who isn't all over the place right now? If you got your shit together, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
Yeah. What was your life like before this, if this is normal?
I know. Liam didn't even have headphones. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
what could possibly go right?
I don't live a privileged life like you, okay? They're not easy to come by. I don't have them all over the place.
He's like, we have just one set for the family.
Exactly.
Worked out a rotor and everything.
We have to share headphones because
and share earwax. That's what unites us.
So whose Netflix pick was it this week that we're reviewing? It was Mr. 213, wasn't it? So we're going to let you kick off the show with the Netflix pick and your review, and then we'll go from there. The floor is yours, sir.
Okay. Well, I already know how this is going to go because I also watched my Netflix pick, so I know how this is going to go.
Someone not so proud.
The Netflix pick was Time Trap. Immediately after the podcast finished, I requested that we change to another request. That request was denied very swiftly and comprehensively. And,
you didn't state your reasons
so I watched
why.
Time Trap this week.
Exactly. Yeah, hold on a minute, goddammit. Don't start blaming that shit on us. Why did you want to change it? You didn't say why you wanted to change it, or...
I can't actually remember why I wanted to change it. I can't remember what it was. The reason I think I just saw some other things that I was like, you know what, I'd rather watch that. And then it was too late. Like there was other things that just popped up or that I remembered. And by then it was too late. So Time Trap it was. Time Trap it was.
It can be your next pick, bro. It's all right. It's okay.
Yeah, but that's like 3 weeks away. Everyone's going to be stewing on the fact that I've got a terrible pick like 2 weeks before, and they're going to be like, well, I'm not even going to watch this guy's pick now. You got to think long game. Okay? I'm thinking long game.
Actually, the thing is, though, it's not like you've watched it and then you're recommending it. You know what I mean? So there is still some room for redemption here.
Exactly. It's not your fault.
Okay.
It wasn't your fault. We'll let you slide. You picked something that, like she said, you hadn't seen. So maybe
you didn't write the script.
Basically, I'm still in Shawshank. I just haven't escaped yet. I still need Morgan Freeman and some loose cigarettes.
All right. So tell us about
before I can get out.
Tell us about your pick. Well, it was called Time Trap.
my experience.
Tell us
Time
how
Trap
many
on Netflix.
in how many ways did you love it?
Did I love it?
Yeah, just name the ways.
In unfathomable ways. I actually kind of like sort of the general premise of what the story could have offered. I mean, I don't like the actual storyline. I like the just the general premise of what the film could have been. I do not think it was executed very well. I don't think the acting is very good.
Should we remind the audience of the premise?
Yeah, we don't even know. They don't know what they're talking about.
Time Trap is about a group of cave jumpers. Are they cave jumpers? I don't know. Cave explorers that go
cave
exploring, looking for a professor who has gone to find the fountain of youth, and all kinds of time-based shenanigans pop up because of such exploration. I wasn't impressed. The idea of it could have been good and could have been executed in about 84,000 better ways than it was, unfortunately.
Right.
Thoughts? The floor is yours.
How many? Wait. How many stars are you giving it? out of 5 or out of 10? Seems like everyone online does 10, so we'll go from 10 instead of 5. Gives you room to wiggle. I like 5. 10's good.
Well, we could do 5 then times it by 2.
Fine. We'll do 5. 5 stars. What do you got, Liam?
Out of 5, I would have given it 1. So out of 10, I'm guessing it's 2.
Damn. 1?
Yeah, I'm with you there, Liam.
Yeah.
1?
Liam, did you watch the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing. I'd stuck with it to the very, 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 very 100%.
Why do you hate yourself like that? Why didn't you know you deserve better in life?
Wow. Oh, so you could tell that Margarita Mary over there didn't watch the whole fucking thing.
I couldn't. I could not. I think I did 20 minutes tops. The acting was so poor. It was just so poor. I couldn't. It was just so corny. I mean, I was like, I could do a fucking better job. Like, it was, I mean, I don't have any acting skills. I mean, it was just awful. It was awful. I couldn't
In the defense of some of the actors, and I will say this from...
the woman you fancy.
No. That's no. Come on. I feel that...
She's like, she liked tots, so, you know.
I feel that not a lot of times, but sometimes, because I've worked on projects where this has happened, it's not always the actor's fault. Sometimes it's the writing, and a lot of times it's the director, because I've worked on stuff and I'm like, Marines don't talk like that. They don't behave like this. Why are we doing this like this? And not to sound sexist, but it was a woman that was directing us, and I'm like,
enough said one.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
It wasn't accurate, but I can't say anything because it's not, my place to say anything. I'm just there to act and not to fucking direct. So, and I'm like, this is how sometimes things turn out really bad, I bet. And yeah, that's my defense for those actor friends.
I think a lot of it can be based on script and storyline, because an actor can only work with what they've got. And if they are not huge, they will take pretty much anything that will give them a half-decent paycheck and either move them on something better or the same that will just keep it going, because it's a tough life out there. Yeah. But the struggle is real. The struggle is real. And especially in times like this, but this was made in 2017. Like, they should have been bumping by then, and I am not impressed.
Well, they're all young actors. There weren't any. Well, there was the professor guy, whatever his name was. I don't remember, but he was the senior cast member. But most of them are young people. Andrew Wilson Hopper. He's the senior guy.
Yeah.
But anyway,
the rest were like 12.
Yeah. Well, Brianne is...
Well, not all of them, but there were some young. There were some young cats in there.
Yeah, they're young. So I don't want to give her age out, but yeah, she's still young. was very young. So anyway, J-Rye Rye, what do you got for us? Your review. Your 20.
Wait. What would you give it out of 10? What would you give it out of 10?
It was hers. I'm going last because I'm the only one that's gonna like try and save this show. So
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not saving it. I'm throwing it to the sharks, and there's plenty of blood in the water. I mean, what a fucking waste of time. I want these 20 minutes back. It was just, you know what? I'm not like, oh yeah, like sometimes it's the directing the script. I'm like, okay, fine, maybe the actors have like done it in a different way. And then they were like, no, too edgy, cut, try it again. But no, I couldn't. So, and then like that creepy little fat kid who's like, oh, darling, princess or something. And then the girl's like, no. I was just like, I just can't.
So what you're saying is, or at least what it sounds like to me is if you had some A-list actors in those character roles, that it would have been a better production.
I mean, I don't even think you need A-list actors. No, I don't even think that. But yeah, you know what? I will take on board to a degree that yes, the director is obviously shaping things. But I'm just like, was the director like, no, we're trying to do a crap film, so you need to make sure that your acting is in line with that. You know, like, so I'm not too sure about that. It was just super cheesy. It was just
you guys
like
up with my pick for this week. Then is it my pick
this
week?
Yeah, why not? I haven't got one.
Was it okay? So you don't have one.
I'm pretty sure it's yours. Yeah.
Glad you came prepared. Thanks. You better hope this shit's not on Netflix. What? Okay.
Is it?
It is. It is, but apparently they remade it, and I'm not even about to let you get away with watching the remake. So,
what?
What is it?
We'll get to that. So,
no.
So for this, how many stars are you giving Time Trap? Is that what it's called?
0.2.
Can't. It's got to be at least a half star.
0.2.
Okay. So, right, Time Trap. I think I'd seen this film before. Once I started watching it, I was like, this looks familiar. I think I may have seen this, and I don't recall if it was the same film or not, but it looked a lot like it. But anyway, I'm on board with the acting being poor. The actors in the film were young, kind of young, mostly unknown. I don't think that chick, the blonde chick, I don't remember what her name is. I could probably look it up really quickly. She was getting on my nerves. The one that played Kara or whatever. I didn't like it. And I don't care about spoilers because it's not a brand.
Wait, which one? The one who...
Not the one who had the messed up leg that the little boy was hitting on the whole time.
Oh,
the one that went out first at the cave.
The older sister one. He was like, my friends shouldn't be like...
Don't let him look. Don't come over here. That shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to slap the shit out of after like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, like Liam said, the premise was probably... I mean, on paper, I bet that film looked amazing. Because it sounds
because they just ripped it off from Indiana Jones. So, yeah.
It's a really good idea. Like I don't know. That doesn't look like Indiana Jones to me, did it?
Wasn't he trying to find like the Fountain of Youth and some shit? Okay, yeah, it's missing some Nazis, but otherwise,
he's trying to
Indiana
find
Jones.
the Holy Grail. What are you talking about? He wasn't looking for the Fountain of Youth. Which Indiana Jones film were you looking?
I'm combining all the Indiana Jones films into one.
Stop doing amalgamations. Knock it off. Anyway, so. I don't know. I like the story, but I don't like how they told the story. I think it could have been done a lot better. After about 35, 45 minutes, I started working out and just kind of, it was just on in the background. I was watching it because I already knew what was happening, and the dialogue really meant nothing. You know, I already knew what was happening, and I just needed to see it unfold. I do have a soft spot for Brianne Howe only because I met her and we worked together and I know her, in that professional capacity. But otherwise, something else I want to say about the film, but I don't remember what it was. For me, out of 5 stars, I would have to give it probably 2. Probably 2 stars. Because I like the story, and I just think it could have been done. Could have been told better. So, anyway, that is up for grabs. If you guys want to go watch Time Trap, it is on Netflix. It's on. Don't look at her. I don't know where she is on my screen, but my pick for this week. Oh, you guys are gonna. You think that's bad?
Don't.
Go on. Fucked.
Are we watching like a cult classic or something like that?
It's an American cult classic. It's so much of an American cult classic. I had never even seen it, but it was one of those films that's always referenced when you hear people say was it Walk Tall and Carry a Big Stick or something like that, or Walk Silently and Carry a Big Stick or whatever, is based off this film. Speak Quietly and Carry a Big Stick, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. There's a figure of speech that ties into carrying a big stick, but it's about this film, and it's was such a popular film back in the day that they remade it, and I didn't even realize it until just now with The Rock.
It's not like Stand Tall.
Yeah, Walking Tall. You're not watching the Rock version of it, though. You have to watch.
It's the original.
The original version.
And who's in the original? Was it Burt Reynolds? Or am I going cray-cray?
Yeah, you're going cray-cray. It's 1973. It's Joe Don Baker, Elizabeth Hartman, and Leif Garrett. I didn't know that was Leif Garrett. Leif Garrett was a big deal back in the early 70s, and he actually killed his best friend in a car accident or something like that. It's like drugs or drunk driving. His career. But anyway, Walking Tall is the pick for the week. So we'll see how you compare the acting in 1973, Walking Tall. They remade it in 2004, it looks like, with Ashley Scott, Johnny Knoxville, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But I'm not watching that one because I'm just not going to do that.
Have you seen that one?
No. Have you seen it?
I have not.
I think I have, actually.
Really?
I think I actually quite liked it.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, then you might, get you know what to expect in the original, and or at least storyline wise. So maybe you'll be in for a pleasant surprise. So that's the pick. Walking Tall, the 1973 version, and
on Netflix.
Yeah, it says it's on my Netflix. It might be the U.S. Netflix. Hold on, am I in? Oh, shit, I'm not in the Netflix app. See, I might have just ruined everybody's day. I thought it was in Netflix. I think I hit IMDb, which I did. Sorry about that. Hold on.
I haven't seen this film, as far as I know, in like any suggested thing.
That's that old.
Walking Tall.
The Rock's version is on there, of course. Yeah, I don't know if I can subscribe to that one, unfortunately. I do like a little Jamie Foxx. Has anyone seen White House Down?
No.
I think so.
Channing Tatum, Jamie Foxx, Maggie Gyllenhaal.
I've seen it when it first came out, I think.
Yeah, it was about...
We can watch it if you want.
7 years ago. It looks like an action film. It says a paramilitary group engineers a violent takeover of the White House. The president must try to hide from the attackers until he can be rescued. Fuck that. I'm not watching that shit.
Oh, good. Thank God. Thank God.
Boring as all fuck. Okay, so I
thought you would have got that from the name of the film.
I know, but I
thought that was implied
Jamie
anyway.
Because Jamie Foxx did Law-Abiding Citizen.
Law-Abiding Citizen.
which was great.
That was quite good, actually. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That was a great film. So
Nobody Citizen is good.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe, this might be a little bit something in that vein, but no. All right, so pick number 3, which has an 89% match for me for the stuff that I might enjoy, apparently, is called 6 Underground. And hopefully it starts off with the Sneaker Pimp song as part of the theme. Otherwise, I'm not going to watch it or be happy about that. It's directed by Michael Bay, who was it Jurassic Park, and he's done all of the Transformers?
Yeah.
Bad Boys films.
Bad Boys, yeah. It's got Ryan Reynolds and Melanie Laurent and Corey Hawkins. So it says, after faking his death, a tech billionaire recruits a team of international operatives for a bold and bloody mission to take down a brutal dictator. All right. I thought it was a TV show. Or a series. I didn't realize it was a film. So it's a project that came out last year, 6 Underground. It looks like Jenny's got meth mouth or something over there. And that's the pick for next week. So we are going to take a quick break and come back with Love, Lust, and Lunacy. And we're going to maybe take a phone call if we got a phone call in. And hopefully Mr. 213 has something for us over there. If not, I've got something that we could discuss, I'm sure. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Hi everyone, this is J-Rye Rye from Love, Lust and Lunacy. Do you have any love-related questions? If so, WhatsApp me on +44 77 20 39 1457. And let's see if we can make sense of this madness together.
All right, so welcome back to the show, guys. Thanks for sticking around with us for the Global Warning Podcast, Part 2. So, what do you got for us today? Should we take phone call first? And
yeah.
See what's happening here. Hold on a sec.
I'm sorry, but I'm a little bit upset.
Why?
We'll discuss this afterwards.
No, Liam, why did you
we'll discuss it afterwards.
We'll discuss it afterwards.
Segment. See,
okay, fine.
I
just not part of your fucking Fortnite club.
Yeah, well, if you want to have conversations, we need to be talking about why you're drinking those fucking margaritas.
I have a problem.
Why?
Done.
Why?
Move on.
Yeah, all right.
What's wrong with margaritas? They're the fucking best.
Who started making those margaritas? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, see?
I've already fucking mentioned it, haven't I?
No.
Liam kept that shit under his hat.
I'm not wearing a hat.
Thank you. Anyway.
Not even going to merit that with a response.
So, let's just get right into Love, Lust, and Lunacy and, see what's happening. I think we had somebody doesn't look like she's there anymore, so hopefully she'll reconnect. So I don't think we've had the conversation about those margaritas, but that's for another show or whenever you're ready.
I can talk about it.
Okay.
Actually, I made this myself, but
yeah, I know.
The best margaritas are the ones you make yourself, girls. You hear me? Never accept a margarita from a man.
Oh, please. So basically...
I'll accept it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I was getting ready to put you...
I was just doing a monologue, and then I'll just be like, I'll accept margaritas from anyone. Moving on. Yeah.
It says connecting to audio.
Michaela.
So
I can't see you. Can you see me?
We cannot see your face just yet, but I can hear your voice. Mika. So we'll call it Mika.
Yeah, are you okay with that?
There she is.
Yeah, there she is.
Look, hello.
Hi there.
So,
how are you?
I'm in quarantine. I'm stuck in a hotel. This is the day, and I've got 6 days left.
Oh shit. Well, I don't know. Rinse the room service and trash it up. I don't know.
100%.
It's not allowed. Service is not allowed. Only a doctor visited me once. Just to check on my temperature, but I can't complain. Do you want to see my room?
Yeah, do a tour.
Okay.
I hope you haven't got like dirty underwear on the floor, Michaela. Put the vibrators away.
There are cameras everywhere, but I'll open it anyway. So this is the start.
Yeah.
This is my toilet.
Nice.
This is my room.
This is nice. Oh my god.
Where is this? Where is this?
I would literally swap my situation for yours, Michaela.
That's better.
Make this shit happen.
Better than my place.
What? Are you what? That's the pool. What is that? That's a pool. Oh, down below.
That's
okay.
a pool, yeah. That's a pool.
Sweet. Can you use the pool, or are there some rules in place?
I'm not even allowed outside the room.
Oh no! I thought maybe you could still have a little mask.
Yeah, and gloves, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner delivered to my door every morning. I mean,
sweet.
Throughout the day.
If I was you, I'd just be like, "Oh no, guys, I think I might have it."
Unfortunately, how are you?
Yeah, again, Michaela, you have really nice breasts. I'm like, you can't miss them. I'm just like, wow. I'm like, hi, Michaela.
Hola there. I'm also wearing push-up. Hey, thank you.
You're wearing a push-up bra too. That's just showing off. You're showing off, Michaela. You're making the rest of us look bad, right? Come on, guys. I was just saying what they're thinking and getting all shy.
No problem, no problem.
Ay.
Oh, wait, Vaughn, do you know Michaela? Or Michaela is
Mika.
a
Mika
lovely,
is
welcome random? Sorry, say that again, Michaela?
Mika.
Mika. Do you and Vaughn know each other? Oh my god, do you guys know each other?
Joe. I know Joe.
Yeah, we used to work together when I worked at Apple.
Oh, did he sexually harass you? Tell me.
No, he didn't. Unfortunately.
I know, you could have a nice juicy lawsuit on your hand. That's selfish, Vaughn. Selfish.
I should have been out there causing trouble.
Who's Liam?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing.
What?
Okay, I'm innocent.
Now you got two hands up there going, like that. Put them down. Behave.
Behave yourself.
So what do you got for us today? Do you got any question or anything exciting other than you being trapped in the closet there with the swimming pool and room service?
So Jenny, you are a relationship and sex advice, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm not asking for me, it's for a friend, okay?
It's always
okay,
for a
so
friend.
you're asking for you.
It's always for a friend.
You don't know here, but like, I think I already know the answer, but I just want you to confirm it. So for example, if you ask a guy for a date / hookup, it's a hookup, and he uses coronavirus, he uses coronavirus as an excuse to not meet up. Is it really an excuse, or maybe he's not to you?
Yeah, it's just not.
He's not into you.
What?
Why would you say
I know.
that?
I was like, no. I just wanted to be controversial right off the back.
Wait. Let's start this shit over. This sounds like a question for either myself or Mr. 213 because it's coming from a man's perspective. So we're gonna start.
I used to be a man, but don't worry about it.
Well, you gave
Let's
up
talk about it.
You gave up that right to talk about that. No, she didn't. Don't listen to her, Mika. She's nuts. So your friend.
My friend.
Yeah. So you're talking to this guy, and you wanted to hook up with this guy, and he canceled the date. Is that what you're saying?
He didn't cancel it. I'm talking for my friend now, so she asked the question.
Yeah. What's your friend's name?
No. Huh?
What's your friend's name?
That's
Yeah,
Anonymous,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, hesitation. Very interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Busted anyway.
So he's sending dick pics to her every morning.
Wow.
Good morning, star. Good morning, star. I want that into you. Blah, 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 blah. And she's like, okay, come over tomorrow. You know, just put it in me. That's what she said. That's what she said, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling her, don't do that. Don't accept dick pics. But she's like, no. Anyway.
How can you deny dick pics, firstly? Is there a way to block? Is there like a dick pic filter on the phones now that I'm not aware of? I don't think you can really.
That should be an app.
Lots of random and unsolicited, loads of dick pics. I don't know what guys are expecting us when they send a dick pic. What do they expect? Like, just
yeah. Send them some claps, baby.
Oh, I want you so much. Like, that never happens. I don't think it ever happened in the history of the world. That's never happened.
Apart from in this situation, apparently, it happened.
Yeah.
It worked.
The shit works.
Yeah, but
it worked.
Or did she send in kind? She was just like, put it in here, buddy.
Yeah. Sorry, Mika. So when he's sending her dick pics, was she sending him pics as well?
No, she was just like, let's meet up. Yeah, okay.
So she was like, yeah, it's okay. So she was like, yeah, all right, you bring that meat over here. I can use some of that. And he just decided not to do it. I'll tell you why I think he decided not to do it. So a lot of guys, at least from my understanding from watching various podcasts and shit like that, they have a stock dick pic in their phone that doesn't belong to them. It's not their dick.
It was videos as well. It was videos.
His face, like you can.
Yeah.
Authenticate. Nice. You got to get that authentication.
My theory was it wasn't his dick, and that he was gonna come over with one of these when he was showing her one of these. So my theory's out the window. I got nothing.
And also, there were many months of talking, of prior talking.
Oh.
Wow. I don't know, Mr. 213.
I have a theory. He doesn't want to. He's avoiding coming over to visit your friend because he is afraid of going over to visit and somehow getting trapped or stuck. He wants the one time thing. That's why he's sending pictures and videos and whatnot. But he's worried about, I don't know, getting pulled over by the police on the way out and having to stay there.
Yeah, that's why he said.
He wants to be able to leave freely. Huh?
I don't believe it.
Why not? He doesn't want to stay.
Guys who really want to, like, they are not afraid. I think if someone wants me, they are not gonna be saying.
Oh wait, your friend, Mika, your friend.
Your friend.
Mika, your friend.
This is for me. I'm talking about me now. If someone wants to see me, they are not gonna hesitate. They'll be like, coronavirus. No, I'm scared of coronavirus. They're not like that. It's like, yeah, I'm coming over.
I saw an article today that says
I'm gonna fuck that coronavirus.
Well, if you fuck, you can get coronavirus from sex. So I don't know if I'd be willing to risk my life for a piece of ass right now. That's all I'm saying.
It's not really a risk of life, though. Is it?
How is it not? People are dying from that shit.
Just during sex, during coronavirus times, my advice is, not that I've done it, shower before.
You've definitely done it. Whatever you're about to say, whatever you're about to say that I'm interrupting, you've definitely done it. So anyway.
You're like telling this guy, well, the other guy fucked me, so why can't you come around?
And it's like, especially the face. Don't spit on the face. Just you know.
Why is that happening? I mean, if you or your friend is into that, yeah, okay, but is that something that usually happens?
Not during coronavirus. Not during the coronavirus. Don't
but normally it does happen.
Or the genitals.
Does your friend want to be spat on? This is getting interesting. Getting wild.
No, we're not talking about my friend anymore. I'm just saying advice. for the general public, avoid spitting.
To be honest, I think if you were delivering the government announcements, more people would take notice.
Oh my god!
But get the face mask, guys. Just stop spitting on each other.
Anytime you stick your tongue in some other person, you're swapping spit. So as soon as I stick my tongue in your mouth, you might as well be spitting on me. It's the same shit.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I guess so.
So basically, if you're gonna hook up during Corona season, you have to use a condom
and a face mask.
And if you're gonna be going down on a chick, there's got to be like dental dam. If you don't have any dental dam, you need to do like Jamie Foxx did in Booty Call and get you some shrink wrap or cling film, as they call it over here in the UK, and then go to town. And no kissing. It's just like a hooker or a porn star. There's no kissing, so you can't have that.
Or just avoid it at all. I know that sex is really important for mental health, but during coronavirus, you can always use your hands. Like, just do that. I don't know, and just imagine something else.
Yeah, self-isolate. You just self-isolate away.
Stay at home.
That's easy for you to say because you're getting room service and you're looking at a pool and you got a living room and a bedroom.
I'm not seeing a single human except for a doctor wearing a full body suit in 9 days. It's not.
Where are you right now? What are you in? What country
Cyprus.
are you in? You're in Cyprus.
I'm in Cyprus.
Okay.
What country are you in?
We're all in England right now.
Everyone's in England.
Yeah. These two are scattered around the UK.
I think sex during coronavirus season is you follow the social distancing guidelines. You stay 2 meters apart because if you can still do it 2 meters apart,
this can happen. It depends.
Well, if you can still do it from 2 meters apart, he's a keeper.
If he had a really huge dick.
Yes.
That's what I'm asking.
then he's a keeper. He's more than a tripod.
He's situation.
Well, it's more than a leg. He's another person. He's two people in one. It's just
need
insane.
The tip. Just need the tip on that one. Yeah.
Oh,
sorry guys, I need to get off this call. I just got like a really urgent appointment with a good friend of mine.
Wow. You guys are wild.
Jeez.
My God, this is not live on Instagram, is it?
Huh?
This is not live on Instagram or anything.
No. Not
yeah,
yet.
it's live everywhere. It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's probably like being like broadcast in your families, like on your parents' TV right now.
Oh my God! Can you imagine my dad watching this?
We don't have to imagine because like it's happening. We're also recording that reaction. We're gonna play it later.
Definitely.
That's wild. So Mika, thanks for calling in. We'd love to have you back on when you're available. You can always come as long as you got those whamma jammas out on the screen. Them big titties.
How dare you reduce her to that? How dare you?
You started that
like
shit.
once you get it, when you get it with this, get it together with this Corona guy, let us know.
What's happening with her? Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you find or what she finds out about the situation. Let us know what happens.
Yeah. She told me to ask you. I already told her the answer. That it's just an excuse.
We need to have her on the show next week then. So
No, because she's got a boyfriend.
Oh.
That's why she made. And I just said you are thinking it was me. It's not me. It's just she's got a boyfriend.
How did that get
So was she asking you to fuck him just to make sure he had the goods? Is that no? I don't know. Sometimes you need to if I'm going to cheat my boyfriend, I'm going to make sure it's worth it. And you might have to give a review. Some friends are like that.
I'm not into those guys. Unless I'm in a relationship with them, I don't want non-relationship dicks.
Oh, you love all dick. Okay, got it.
Anyway, guys, thanks for having me. It was a pleasure. Have fun. Do you want to ask me anything?
Now.
Appropriate.
I don't have anything appropriate. When you coming back? When you coming back to England?
I don't know. As soon as I'm out of quarantine at work, they just told me you can come back whenever. It doesn't matter.
All right. Well,
family members, they said.
When you come back, you can come to the studio and you do the show in person.
I will.
Yeah. Bye, Mika.
I don't know why I did that. It's the excitement of seeing people.
We'll talk to you later, Mika. Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. Take care.
How do I turn it off? Bye. Leave.
I'll be like, oh my God, she's taking off her gloves. No, she didn't realize. And then the guy's like,
that's hilarious.
So funny.
Yeah. She used to do the podcast with us way back in the day.
Jenny straight in with the.
I mean, come on! I couldn't. I'm not blind. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like,
She didn't have those big titties.
Even like as a girl, you know, sometimes you are like, you're like,
she didn't have those things when
Look at her eyes. Yeah, situation. Kids know. Not to do that shit.
That's fucking.
At least she's got company in quarantine. It's fine.
Oh wow! So we got a little bit of time left here for Mr. 213. I don't see any timestamps on here, so this thing could end at any point. So what do you got for us, sir?
It's well, I mean, it's a short one, potentially as part of a very large overall debate. But a televangelist called, is it Jim Baker or Jim Baker? It's Bakker. Is it Baker?
Jim Baker, yeah.
Is a state is attempting to sue him because he was offering, because obviously he's a televangelist, so he gets paid for people viewing and paying him money to preach sermons, and he was offering a coronavirus cure by watching his show and, like, you know, I don't know, touching the screen and doing X, Y, and Z, and that's going to mean that you're cured, which obviously doesn't work. And now he is attempting to be sued, but
it doesn't work if you don't believe. As long as you are a true believer, put your hands on the TV, and God will heal you.
You basically are. Have you done it? You sounds like you literally just got off a broadcast of one. Like,
he took acting classes from one.
And yet I'm in this basement fucking podcasting and not in a film with Brianne Howe running around with a tank top and cut off shorts.
That's right, a film.
Jim Baker's worth more than most. Jim Baker's probably worth like $70 million or something like that. Don't even worry about that. Jim Baker's on
probably more. So
film script. Born, you're a preacher, and like Brianne, she's got like some disease, and she only can be cured if she has sex with you. Oh, you're welcome.
Well, that's what you tell her.
Welcome.
That's what you tell her.
Yeah, she getting smashed. But it doesn't work after
some of
just
the Holy Spirit in you.
It doesn't work just after one time though. You have to like.
Yeah. It's like you got a dose. You're gonna like, you can suddenly top it up.
I got to microdose you, you know. Sorry, you didn't get the full load.
We're gonna do we have to do different positions, so therefore you're completely healed.
Yeah.
On a regular basis.
We're gonna get you on like the 2-year plan. We'll keep you alive for 2 more years, and you'll be healed. And it takes time. It's a different process. It's not traditional medicine. It's a little different.
Patience and faith. And money also.
Patience,
just
one of the virtues.
Yeah, I know the churches are gonna start opening again. They gotta pay, for they don't, to be fair, no one really planned for this. So even like you think about like big time celebrities and whatnot who make millions of dollars, their outgoing it correlates to that because they're used to that kind of cash flow coming in, So
yeah, unless you're Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't he have like a 2-bedroom apartment? And obviously it's not gonna be like some like shanty apartment, but like He seems very leveled. But I understand, like, depending on your income, your lifestyle is determined by that. So you need a certain amount to uphold it.
Yeah. So it's hard for, like, you think of, like, these rappers and shit and basketball players. They don't make money if they're not playing. So they still got a car note on those 2 Mercedes and the Lamborghini or whatever. You know, they still got to make those payments. But so the churches are going to reopen, and they're always trying to hustle. They're going to say, I saw one where they're like, they set up cash apps. So all you got to do is mail in money, you know, or not even mail it in, just go to your phone and go to the app on the phone and get them some cash. And they got ATMs at these churches, you know, and people that give the most get to park up front and all kinds of shit. It's wild. It's wild how some of these people.
I hate that shit. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But unfortunately, I mean, like, I went to Catholic school and I went to an evangelical church, especially during my teenage years. But I feel Karl Marx's words that religion is opium for the masses definitely rings true. Yeah, it's just such an easy medium, that takes advantage of people, especially in desperate times. It's just it's
easy to
very
exploit.
Unfortunate, really. Yeah,
easy to exploit. Everyone is looking for answers.
I think this is the thing. But God also gives us reason.
Go for it.
And you should question everything, I think. Absolutely everything.
Man, question everything. We should be talking about these UFOs that they released footage of. We don't got time. To do another freaking show. Or we could talk about the guy that went grocery shopping in California with the KKK mask on, but we don't got time. We don't got time. We're going to have to catch that one on the next show, too. We need to do a supplemental episode. I'll have to do that on the 2-minute podcast, 2-minute news pod on Instagram. We can go in on it. I don't know what's going on with the Zoom. I don't know how long we've been taping. So I don't know how much time we've got left for discussion and conversations. Did you have anything else for us, Mr. 213?
That was all I had, because that after looking at that, it just wound me up. Yeah. So I was just like, no, yeah, that's me. Yeah. That's me. Got me. Yeah. Those Florida's been quiet.
Has it?
Florida, well, I mean, they're only just now releasing their lockdown restrictions. So now it's going to start up again.
Yeah,
but
they
had been quiet. So I mean, most of there's not a huge amount happening. I mean, there's the black guy that was shot and killed.
Yeah, that's a lot
in February. That's now resurfacing because the videos come up.
Yeah, and they haven't charged the guys yet. I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to get into that. But that's a whole podcast on its own. And
that's like 5 on its own. There's way too much to go into with that.
Yeah. What about Adele? Damn.
What about
Adele?
No.
Do you guys not watch the 2-minute news podcast on Instagram? Shame on you guys. So you've not seen Adele. Let me see if I can share my screen with you really quickly here.
Adele, the singer.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, just to clarify. Okay, what's she doing?
Adele, hold on a sec. Let me get this in English terms over here so you can understand what the fuck I'm saying. Adele lost 7 stone.
Okay.
What? Because she's already had like a massive weight loss. Wait, what? Is that the massive weight loss she's had? Because if she's lost 7 stone since that's massive weight loss, she must be a skeleton.
When did she have the massive weight loss?
Did I imagine that?
Yeah, you be
I thought she had a big weight loss. I thought that was like, oh, look at her.
No, bro. She just came out with some pictures for her birthday, which was this month, just a couple days ago.
Okay, let's see this.
And Adele is looking fine to some
people. I mean, I've always thought she's but is that a bit of a thing that you say when as a fat girl, like, oh, she's always had a nice face?
She was pretty, but I've seen pictures of her.
She's always been pretty.
I see pictures of her now where she's obviously made up and she looks amazing.
Ooh.
But when she's not made up, because they got pictures of her on the beach and chilling, whatever, with her friends, she's a 7, an easy 7. But when she's all made up and everything, I put her up there with like, you know, low 9s. She looks really good made up. From a traditional beauty standpoint, not for me. I don't find her I wouldn't be trying to smash Adele. But
I mean, to be honest, if you're giving somebody a 7 when they're on the beach, like already, and like they haven't got makeup, everything's hanging out, I'm like, shit, she was doing pretty well already.
7 is pretty much most women are 7s to me.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I do. No one's below a 5. There's no such thing as below a 5, really.
I think you sent Liam and I a picture earlier.
Oh,
of someone who is not a 5.
You had a tattoo on their belly, on their muffin top. Yeah?
She's a 5. She's a 5. Yeah. Five's the bottom of the barrel.
I still would. After, I don't know, 5 beers.
I don't know what everything was going on there, but I just gauge everyone off of like 5 to 10 because 10 is subjective. And we've hit our 40 minutes, but it says they're going to remove the restriction. We fucking wish I'd have known that the first time. We just kept going. But to me, you know, my 10 isn't going to be Liam's 10, and it's not going to be somebody else's 10.
Yeah, I know, but usually somebody's 10 is not going to be somebody else's 1.
No, of course not.
You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be like, okay, might not be my 10, but yeah, I would.
Yeah, Liam will think somebody's a 10. I'll think it's probably, you know, like to me, yeah, I don't like super skinny blonde-haired girls or whatever. Liam likes super skinny blonde-haired girls. So automatically...
Yeah?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know Liam. I just don't know Liam.
I don't know either, but I'm just saying that if that were the case, hypothetically, automatically our taste is just like, I like seafood and he likes, you know...
Yeah, apples and pears, love. You can't compare them.
No. So
how do you compare an apple and pear?
Well, they're both.
You can kind of compare them.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the saying, right? Oh, apples and pears. Apples and oranges, maybe.
So, yeah, I think she looks good. She's lost a lot of weight. But some people were saying, would she be as popular as she is if she were singing the way she looks now from the beginning? And I've heard this before she lost the weight, that the only reason she's famous is because she's got all that weight on her. Because she was
bullshit.
Normal,
fuck you,
pretty.
haters, man.
Why?
Fuck you
What
guys out there.
Why? Okay,
bullshit.
okay.
She's got a fucking voice in her. She's got like not just the voice, it's the emotion that she imbues in the song and the way she makes the lyrics resonate. I think, doesn't she write the lyrics? Or I thought she had like a...
Yeah, she wrote the whole album. The first album that she wrote, she wrote it herself.
An artist. I mean,
how many? Yeah, but there's tons of people like that. There's tons of women out there that write their own shit, and they're good-looking women, and they aren't popping like that, and they can sing just as good as her. Maybe not to that same type of music, or maybe not as well, or whatever. But they can sing.
But I think that comes down to opportunity and timing and contacts. I mean, I don't think they're like, oh yeah, okay, she's fat, she's got like a USP kind of thing. I mean, I think she's got a lot going for her. I see where you're coming from, saying like other people are very talented as well, they don't get there. Nope. 20 minutes of fame and stuff, but no, I think she's absolutely justified in all the success that she's had.
I do think her voice has definitely carried her through. I think also it's the fact that like she's got such an awesome voice, but yet she like when she's sort of casually speaking, she sounds like a very Essex, typical sort of Cockney English, like Cockney English person. I think now, especially if her body image has changed, it will actually be probably more effective for her career because now she'll also be someone who like was this way. And now she's lost weight, so this will actually probably bring more people to her rather than make her lose fans because they'll be. Well, because it's a positive thing, right?
I don't think, to be honest, it would have much of an effect because I don't think that's why people liked her. They're like, it was a kind of like regardless of how you look or whatever. It
won't have a huge effect. Yeah, but like if I just think if it's going to swing one way or another, she'll bring more people on side because it's a positive body image. Not that she had like a negative one before, but like, you know, a transformation, health and fitness and working hard and yada yada yada, all that kind of stuff that apparently seems to be very, I don't know, important, which is important to a degree, but people should probably lean more towards her because, I don't know, it's like a success story. It's nice.
Nope.
I think personally when somebody... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, well, I was just saying, I think she has a huge demographic that are women that aren't traditionally beautiful. So they gravitate towards her because, oh, I'm kind of chubby and she's kind of chubby and she can sing. So I identify with her. Now I don't identify with her because now she's skinny. It's not. Watch and see. Watch what happens on social media. Give it about 6 months.
But then I'm thinking of Aretha Franklin comes to mind. Okay, fine. Aretha Franklin, yeah, she used to be slim when she was younger, and then she like got quite big at from quite an early age. I think in a way, like when a woman isn't, considered generally very attractive, the focus is more on their talents.
You're judging somebody that came up in the 1960s versus somebody that's coming up now. Society is a completely different beast now than it was back.
Well, I'm saying,
day.
I think they're more superficial now. So I think actually,
that's
in a
my
way,
point.
the fact. No, but I'm saying, for me, that's what her talent has shined through, regardless.
No,
because they're not distracted by that.
It's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you why I don't think that it's going to happen. There was a girl named Kelly Clarkson that you probably have heard of as a singer.
Yeah.
She won American Idol. We got to hurry up because Liam is like rapidly falling off the sunset scale here. So
I'll say I've darkened quick.
Yeah.
Quick.
Kelly Clarkson won American Idol, and she gets her contract, and she's famous, et cetera, et cetera. Well, Kelly Clarkson had that weight on her, and she's in L.A., whereas Adele is over here, so you guys don't focus as hard as that as we might in L.A. And she came into the store that I worked in where I sold gym equipment, and she's like, they were on her. Like, you got to drop this weight, and she bought everything in the fucking store because she couldn't function how she looked on TV. They wanted her to be a star. She had to lose the weight. So
yeah. I just loved her music.
I just think it's going to be...
I didn't give a shit about how she looks or whatever.
Yeah, who does? Well, the machine does.
They Fuck the machine, man.
They can't sell but so much.
The industry.
I love it.
The industry wants Barbie and Ken dolls.
Yeah, but then actually in reality, like the masses don't want that. I mean, everybody's tired of everybody looking like a Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera. Okay, so maybe this is kind of going back to the whole, oh, Adele was bigger, so therefore she stood out. And
she did. Where's Susan Boyle at right now? She could sing. Exactly.
Well, she did have a successful career for a while. 5
minutes.
Yeah, but I think that's probably longer than some attractive people's careers, and they have good voices. So.
Yeah, but we were talking about the ability to sing versus the looks aspect. So I just think that I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't even know if she'll even still have the same voice because she doesn't have the same, lungs and body. I don't know how that works. I'm not a singer, but I know Barbra Streisand was going to have her nose done, but she ended up not because she didn't want it to change the way her voice sounded when she sings.
But I think with Susan Boyle, I feel the argument for older women who I think Susan Boyle, she embodied more of people's, I don't know how to put it. Maybe people thought they were like, okay, they have certain expectations of someone, and then she defied them. You know what I mean? And because she was older and not attractive, and then she became successful later in life. I think she kind of gave them hope more so than an Adele. That's how I would.
Yeah, Adele's pretty though. Susan Boyle's not pretty. Adele was always pretty. She can stage pretty. So they knew that we can adjust her image if they needed to, or they wanted to try and get her to do that. Susan Boyle was never going to be hot. She's just not. Whereas Adele was attractive, and the heavier plus size women are popular, so it was okay. It was marketable. She was marketable. Now she's in a different demographic. So we'll see what happens. I just didn't know if you guys had seen her or not. I thought she looks really good, and yeah, good for her. Did you see Elon Musk had a kid, named it A12?
Ash Archangel 12X or something.
A12, yeah.
Interesting. Archangel. Is that actually what he called his kid?
It's pronounced.
It's like Ash Archangel X12 or something.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's Archangel. I think that's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I think that's what the symbol stands for or something like that. I don't know.
Interesting. And these angels that he's alluding to.
Either way, state of California was like, you can't put symbols in a name. Fuck out of here with that shit. It's illegal. They're not allowing it. They had to stop people from naming their kids 6 and, shit like that. So, yeah, it's interesting, but not really interesting. Anyway, we're out of here because Liam is darker than me and we can't see shit.
What's up? Yeah.
And
darkening.
I don't know. They don't have no lamps where he is. They're on a budget or something.
Sharing headphones and one set of headphones for one household.
Electricity went out 4 days ago.
One candle.
I don't know what's happened.
Struggle's real over there. At least they still got Wi-Fi. So if you need us to send you some food, we'll hook you up.
Do it.
Yeah, that's it. So let's get out of here. And we're watching. Oh shit! What is it we're watching next week? I don't even remember.
You picked it. Isn't it Stand Tall, like the original? No,
Walking Tall.
Oh, we changed it from Walking Tall.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, 6 Underground. 6 Underground.
6 Underground.
6 Underground.
Nice.
So we'll be reviewing 6 Underground. You weren't even going to watch it. See how she does? She turns it on like right before the fucking podcast, watches like 10 minutes of it, reads the review on Rotten Tomatoes, and then comes in and goes, man, I fucking hated it because fucking that bitch. I've fallen for it. You need to come with it next week. So, yeah, call this chick with the pink jumper on if you guys want some love lunacy advice, love and lust advice. And Mr. 213 is taking Cash App donations so we can get him a ring light so we can fucking see
if you want curing, you will be cured.
And, yeah. And that's it. We're out of here. Thanks for listening. Peace.
Peace.